Hey guys, Genre here. I'm going to show you guys today how to use Property24 on your computer or laptop. So what we're going to do is we're going to go actually into Google. We're going to actually just type in Property24. With me, you will see it will actually already have popped up. Just going to hit enter, and we're actually going to take the first one, just saying Property24 South Africa. Once it loads, you'll see on the top bar next to Property24 logo, you'll actually see that there's an option for buy, rent, sell, commercial, calculators and advice. So on the buy, you'll see there's a pop-up menu or drop-down menu that actually appears. There you can actually see it saying looking to buy, property for sale, commercial properties for sale, repossessions, auctions, on show, retirement properties for sale, developments for sale, retirement developments for sale, and then helpful links on the right side, which is buy guide, sold house prices, buy property reports, property advice for buyers. On the rental side, here you can see it's looking to rent. It's showing you there house to rent, apartment, flat to rent, commercial property to rent, retirement property to rent, also developments to rent, retirement developments to rent, and find letting agents, and then list privately, rent your property. So it's giving you an option to list your property privately as well. The third one is sell, looking to sell. It actually gives you an option to find estate agents, agency products. You can list privately, sorry. And then also on the right side, you also have got the helpful links. Get a free property valuation, sold house prices, and selling guide. Then next to it, the next tab, that's commercial. So here again, find a commercial property, commercial properties for sale, commercial properties to rent, industrial properties for sale, and also industrial properties to rent. And then on the helpful links, it's actually got a link for commercial property news. And then the fifth tab, which is your calculators. Here you've got your home loan calculator, so your mortgage bond calculator, affordability calculator, additional payment calculator, bond and transfer calculator, and then Property24 home loans, which you can also apply for. And then the last tab, which is your advice. Here you've got Property24 news, property advice, selling your home, buyer's guide. So this is a setup for more links and articles where you can actually find more useful information. And then you've got your helpful links as well for quite a few options here as well. You'll see then also on the far right, you've got then the option to list property, sell your property, or rent your property if you hover over the list privately tab. And then you've got the sign in tab as well. So if you are looking for property, sign in, and then you can actually save the searches as well, so that whenever you need to go back to a property and have a look, you can always go back on that. So just below here, below find your property to rent, under the photo here, you also again you'll see buy, rent, developments, agents, and sold prices. So what we can do for the first part of this video, we can actually start with buying a property. So if you're in the market to buy, so we're going to select the buy option. We're actually going to use the main screen here just to run through it all. So let me just quickly close this cookie notification. So under buy, what we're going to do is let's use George in the Western Cape as a option. So we're going to type in George, and here we've got George Western Cape. So currently, without doing any other filters, by searching George in the search bar, it's currently showing that there's 1,439 properties in the market just for George alone. So this is then from flat, vacant lands, houses, all of the above, all linked into, so everything that is currently in the market. Just to the right of the tab, you will actually see maps, but I'll show you guys a bit later onto that. And then you've got your search button as well. By automatically selecting a town, area, or neighborhood, it will automatically start filtering through. So below it, you've got the filter tab as well, just below the search bar. So here you can actually go and filter according to what type of property you're looking at. So property type, here you've got house, department, flat, townhouse, vacant plot, farm, commercial property, industrial property. So here you can actually play around and filter it. Next to it you've got then your minimum price, your maximum price, also the amount of bedrooms, and under more filters here you can actually go even more depth into the floor size, earth size. You can actually select if it's pet friendly, if you want a garden, if it's on show, retirement, repossessed, whatever you actually are looking for. So for the purpose of this video, so let's quickly just jump down. So let's close the filters. I just want to scroll down. So below this on the home screen you will have discover all things property. So here you've got buying, renting and selling as well. This is just property alerts, how to set up property alerts. So if any property in a specific area, so say you're using George, you can actually then go and select George as your area, and then what will happen is any property that gets listed onto Property24, you will immediately get a notification via the app or email notifications, whichever you prefer. Sold prices, here you can actually pull up a report on the sold prices in the area. For the majority of the reports you have to unfortunately pay for additional fees, but you can actually pull reports. And then again, looking to buy, here we've got an article on view property guides on what to look for when looking to buy a property as well. So just below that, here you've got properties to rent in Eastern Cape. That was just originally because it was set on rental. So here it gives you different areas. It also gives you the trends for Eastern Cape, and then you can actually go and pull on Eastern Cape property trends here. Just below the graph you can actually go and pull a bigger report and a more in-depth report. Scrolling down further, here's all the articles, advice that they give you. So this is from Property24 that they actually upload. So if you are looking around, go play around and have a look at what they've got there. There's most of the time there's quite interesting info that pops up there as well. Down below here it's just showing you the app that you can download. So you can download the mobile app. I'll actually link the video on how to navigate Property24 on the mobile Android app as well. So just have a look here in the top corner for the link to that video if you're looking specifically for Property24 on a mobile device. So scrolling further down, here's just more about Property24 that we give you. Search estate agent. So here if you're looking for a specific estate agent in your area or agency, you can actually then click on that and filter according to your area or by name as well. Below here in the footer as well, you've then just got the breakdown of what you were searching on the top. So if it originally was in rental, like it was when we actually went into the page, you'll actually see different neighborhoods, towns, etc., areas that they've got, Western Cape, KwaZulu-Natal, rest of South Africa, that they actually throw out. And scrolling down, here's just some shortcut links as well to more info on Property24 with all their social apps as well. So let's scroll right on back up to the top, and let's go and play around with the filters. So say you are currently in the market and you're looking to buy in George, which we've selected, and you are now looking to buy a house. So let's say townhouse. Let's select townhouse as well. And then what we will do is, let's say the maximum price you're looking for in George is about 4 million, and then your minimum price is you're looking for nothing under, let's say 2.5 million. So immediately, just by selecting the filters, you can immediately see that it's starting to drop down. So there's 288 properties currently according to these filters. So let's go bedrooms as well and say, well, for that price we at least need 3 or more rooms. So let's go 3+ rooms. So immediately updates the search results to 244. So now if we're happy with that search results, we can actually say search. But I just want to do one more. Let's go pet friendly as well, because a lot of times you've got pets, especially if you've got kids, you've got pets which is part of a family, and you always want to have a property where they can actually stay with you. So by selecting that, you can now see 210 properties. So let's click search and let's see what pops up. So just to show you here now, so right on the top again is all our filters that we've done. On the more filters are showing 1+, meaning that we've actually selected additional filter right on top there as well. So then here it will actually give you a bit more of estates areas in George that you can actually filter as well, or all areas in George as well, which is currently selected on. Then scrolling down here, we'll see the first listing actually from Pram Golding. You will see that it is a sponsored listing. This means that the estate agency has actually paid Property24 to actually either boost it to the top of the search results, or even actually boost it to a different area as well. So there are quite a few options, but normally your sponsored ones are paid adverts that the agencies are paying to keep it on top of the list. So by scrolling down, you'll see quite a few are actually sponsored listing. Here's actually one sponsored and also listed by the owner as well. So just to show you guys the difference between the two. So here, if you're going down, here's one from Remax Otaniqua. So normally the agency logo will show on the listing as well, but you do get from time to time where the agencies unfortunately do not pay the additional fees to Property24 to have their logo or their business identity shown on Property24. So they will still be able to list it, and when you physically go into a listing, you can find it who they are, what agency they are, but unfortunately on the main page, after you filter it for the listings, it won't show exactly who they are or their photos or anything. So guys, you will see on the footage here, you will see that you've actually got like Pam Golding here. You've actually got the photo of the agent as well as the sponsored. Normal listings won't have a photo of the agency on. It will just have their logo on. And also, so let's scroll down and see if I can get one. So here we go. Here are the ones that we've actually got where there are no photos of actual agents. So this is how the normal listing will look like. You've got the main photo that have got some detail of it, showing you how many bedrooms, bathrooms, how many this is either garages or parkings as well, so they do combine it, and what the size is, or the house size as well. And here you can see, here's one from Property Connect, so you can see from which agency it's from. You can see just from one below as well, listed by 3 estate agencies. So this means that this specific property at 164 Mayor Street is actually being listed by multiple agencies. And you can see just for one on top as well, just to explain it as well. And here you can actually see there's an exclusive sole mandate from Property Connect on this property. And what that actually means is that they're the sole agency that actually got the rights now to advertise and market that property. So they've got the only rights to market that property on behalf of a client. Where the one just below it, where we've actually got 3 agencies listing it, here you've got an open mandate, meaning that there are unlimited amount of agencies that can market the property. It's all the client's choice of how many people he would like to use, how many agencies, and then you do get a dual mandate as well. Let's see if I can quickly find a dual mandate. Not seeing one at the moment here, but a dual mandate means that there's 2 agencies that actually market, and we have only 2 agencies also to market. So here you can actually play around. Let's just go to the top as well, just to quickly show you. So you can also set the order by, so you can set the default price low to high, price high to low, most recent listings, property type or size as well. And here you can see it will show you 20 listings at a time. It will throw most of the paid promotions on top, and as you go down it will actually filter into the rest of it. So let's play even further around more with the filters. So let's say okay, we see that properties in George are currently quite a bit expensive. It's not in our budget really of what we're looking at. So let's drop it down and we say okay, minimum is going to be 2.5, but we can at least go up to about 3,000, and we've got some spare cash if we need to renovate or upgrade the property. So let's say search again. So here immediately you see now only 103 properties shown. So let's actually go down and look at what we've got. So there again, 4 agencies listed this property. Here you've got another sponsored one. No transfer duties. So there are certain circumstances where there is no transfer duty. Mainly it's, if you see no transfer duty, it's mainly from a new development. So you're buying directly from the developer. So because the developer is VAT registered, he will be paying the VAT on your behalf, so there's no transfer duty on it. And you do get transactions from a private sale where it's still in a company, or the person in his personal capacity is registered for VAT as well. And if it is a VAT transaction, it will also show no transfer duty. So with no transfer duty, it actually just means that you won't be paying additional VAT on the sale of the property. So let's quickly scroll down and see what else we've got. So again, exclusive mandates. Let's go down. So you can every time see you've got the price on top, how many bedrooms, which area they're on. Not all properties will have the street name on. It all depends on from agency to agency. Normally on sold mandates you will see the address to the property. Others you will not see that. Like here again, here's one from Seif, and you would see that there's no street address given to us for that. So let's go down and have a look at what else. I just want to see. So here we've got actually one from Seif. It's an exclusive sold mandate, and here you can see it's under offer. So generally the agencies will put it under offer when the actual property is being sold. So this means that it's under offer, it hasn't been sold, the transfer hasn't taken place yet, it is in the process. You do get from agency to agency, they differ on when they put it under offer. Some agents do put it in under offer the moment that they've got an accepted offer between the buyer and the seller, where most agencies will actually only put it under offer the moment that they've got confirmation from the transfer attorneys that the transaction will actually happen. Because if you are buying with a bond, you still need to get approval from the bank, so that takes a week or two time that you've got to get that in place. And then as well, you need to get all the clearance certificates from a municipality, and if it's in a estate, from a body corp as well. So those are factors that we take into account when it gets to putting a property under offer. But it differs from some agency are more stricter on when they put a listing under offer. Some put it on the moment they've got a signed offer. So let's go down to here again, no transfer duty. I just want to see if we actually can get one quickly here. I saw one earlier, but I'm not seeing it now. Okay, so here you can see quite a few properties on. So here we've got one that's sold. So the moment that the property is sold and the agency has updated it on Property24, it will actually show it on sold for a bit of time before it will actually then automatically be removed off the listing. So this is just to show you that it was sold. It doesn't show you what it was sold, it only still shows you what it was advertised for. So that price is not the definite final price that the new owner purchased the price for. By that you can actually pull reports on the property to see that you can pay for, to see later on what they've actually paid it. But from a title deed office, it takes generally a few months before the data actually pulls through on the systems. So let's go down here. So here you can see another one listed by 7 agents, another one sold here, another one under offer. So you can see, even with the pricing in George being quite high, properties are selling, properties are changing from one over to the next. So let's go here. I'm not seeing. Okay, so here also reduced banner. So this means that the client has actually brought down the price, and the agent has actually marked it as reduced to show people that the client already reduced the original price that he put it into property. This could also be due to multiple factors, but generally most of the time, if someone puts it reduced and they reduce the price as well, it either means that they originally put the property too high in the market, or they actually a desperate seller trying to reduce the price to try and get it sold as quick as possible. So just going down, I just want to see if I can get one showing now under offer. I'm not seeing one now, but let's continue. So let's go to the rental side as well. I just want to quickly show you guys the rental side works exactly the same. So let's stay on George. What we're going to do is, instead of going for a house, let's actually go this time for a apartment, for a flat. So for most guys coming down here, they can't afford houses in George, so let's pull flats. Here you can see there are 72 flats currently in the market. So let's go and say, okay, well, we want to go now and actually get a flat for maximum price of 8 grand, and here you can see only 17 properties currently available. So let's say search and let's see what's going on. So here you can see now the rental side. Here you can see who the company is, what they're charging for. Gives you a bit of a description of what's going on. Also giving you a date from when it is available. And here you can see one. Here's one actually listed by the owner. Here again, one from Freiling Properties for 7,000 in King George Park. Going down, one saying that it's currently available now. This is in Smoky Mountain. If I look at that photo, saying that there's a 1-bedroom apartment for 6,900 available. And let's go down and see what else we do have here. So going down, yeah, so there you can see here are some that actually say per day as well. So this is normally either almost like bed and breakfasts that they do manage, that you can rent out. And here, this is also on top of an actual commercial property where you can actually rent a property as well. So properties on rental will differ depending on what the structure is. So some will include the water and electricity, some will exclude it, some will be for your own account. So best is when you do look at a property, just double check that and just make sure that what you are looking to buy. So if you are looking to sell as well, here you can find estate agents. You can have a look and browse around who is the estate agents in your area. So let's go and say find an estate agent. So here you can actually now search for a property. You can go George and you can say search, and it'll give you actually all the estate agencies in the area that it actually filters. This filters it by random, and you can actually see that next to each listing it actually shows you how many listings they've got in the market, and also how many rentals they've actually got in the market. So some of the companies here, you'll actually see that they've got quite a big amount of listings compared to other companies. So let's see here. So Xperia Realty in South Africa, you can see they've got almost 6,000 on sale and over 1,000 in rentals. This is because they've actually got one profile for South Africa or for a bigger area, which will then mean they actually list all their properties in once. Like here, you've got now just above it, you've got just property. So this is just for George branch alone. So just be aware of that as well. Some of the networks are not just for that specific area, but for national. So it could be that they've got more as well. So here you can play around and look for agent. You can actually then go in and look. So let's go to the top here. Let's just go to say Pam Golding. You can click on Pam Golding. Here you can now actually see the service areas, the listings as well on the top right. Just a bit of a description of Pam Golding. And here if you scroll down here, you can see all the current agents that, and if they are full status or candidate FFC as well. Candidate means that they haven't gone and written their NQF4 yet, so they actually fall in under one of the full status members until they fully qualified. But they are able to act as real estate agents because they are registered with a PPRA, but they haven't had full status yet to physically work on their own and function on their own as a real estate agent until they've written the final exam and passed it for the NQF4. So here you can actually go down, you can actually get more info. Here you can see Stephen Murray is the principal as well. So you can see who the principal is, what all the status of everyone working there in the branch as well. So going to commercial here, commercial is very similar to the rest of it. You can actually select your area as well. So I see here on commercial, for some reason it's already jumping to Western Cape, so it looks like everyone is looking to move their business down to Western Cape if Property24 is already bringing it up as a default. So here you can actually search also then for commercial. Here, because it's such a big area, it's now not giving us immediate results. It's actually giving us first all the regions, so we can filter it even down more, and when you scroll down it will show you. So currently showing for whole Western Cape is 1,442 commercial properties in the market. So let me actually show you a nice feature of it. So on the search bar as well, you can actually click on this drop down here. So here you can select from for sale, to rent, sold prices, developments, estate agencies, attorneys, trends, and news. You can actually then filter it for that. So let's stay on sales. What I want to actually show you, if you're looking at a bigger area like Western Cape, you can actually go onto the Google map area. So let's quickly load this. It will show you the whole area that, according to Property24, is the area for that, and you can actually then zoom in and out. So let's go actually close to Hermanus. Let's have a look here actually going in. So looking at the Hermanus, the more you zoom in, the more you'll actually see the different areas will start breaking up into areas. So that's actually yeah, Himmel and Area. Yeah, sorry, I just had to familiar myself now with the area again. So that's also Vermin, Onrus, you've got Sunby, and then you can see here goes the Himmel and Area Road to the Human Area Valley. You've got Volklub, Fernkloof Estate. So you can actually filter around and play around with it. Let's actually go to where we originally searched for George. You can actually just scroll back in and out. So guys, say you want to actually this is the Outeniqua Mountains here on top. So let's say if you actually want to stay quite close to the Outeniqua Mountains, that's what you're looking for in George, and you want to search it. So now what you can actually do is you can actually see all the different areas, and you can actually start selecting them, all the municipal areas, neighborhoods in that area, and you can actually then go and say, okay, I want to select all of these. There we go, there goes Glenberry now. And you can then actually select them all and say, okay, this is everything on the northern side of town, close to the mountain. We want to see how many properties are in there. Okay, unfortunately it's here still on commercial. So what we want to do is we can actually go to houses. I'm not going to select anything and show you immediately 118 properties. So immediately here you can see results again, showing you for those specific areas what are in the market. And we can now also go, say we want to look at apartments and flats as well, and we search again, and it'll show you that there are currently 12 in the market for sale in those areas. Here's actually showing one that sold again, and going down 2, 3, 4 actually under offer again, showing you that the area here is booming in George. A lot of people are moving down, which is actually unfortunately causing the property price to go up for this area, for the whole Southern Cape area actually. But it's a good investment area, because your property is currently escalating quite quickly in specific areas, not in all areas, but it is escalating in a very good and a very strong market as well. So let's actually then go further on. Let's go play around a bit with the calculators, which is quite nice. Yeah, so sorry, before we get to it, let's actually go play around then. Let's go back to Property24. Let's clear everything out of here. So let's go clear filters. Let's remove all the properties off here, and what I want to do is let's keep Bergsig there, and what we're going to do is we're going to remove the rest out, and we're just going to use Bergsig, which is the area in George. Okay, there's currently just 9 properties in there. So what we want to do is let's actually go in. I see this one is already under offer, it's been sold, it's advertised by RealNet Properties. They don't specify it, but it most likely has, they actually had a exclusive mandate on it. So let's actually open it up just to show you guys how the listing works and how it looks like more in depth. So if we go in here and we scroll down, you've actually got again photos of it, so you can actually toggle left and right, screening through all the photos that it's got. You've got just below the photo grid as well, where you can actually go in and have a look at all the photos that we've added on. I see there's a little video as well from YouTube. Let's quickly have a look here. So this is just a little video that we've made for the property as well, and then you will see here on the top you've got a map as well, because they've given the physical address of the property. You can actually see where exactly it is. So let's go back and close that. So here again, just below the photos here, you can see photos, videos and maps again, also saying that we are currently on this photo is number 33 of 38 photos that are added onto it. So here they had it in the market for almost 3.6. Next to it you'll see that there's a cost calculator that you can actually toggle down to see what that is. But before we get there, let's go scroll down. So here you've got more info on the property. 4-bedroom house for sale in Bergsig. You've got the street name, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, how many parkings, and the earth size as well. And here you've got just a little description. You can actually toggle it down and read more what the agency actually gave you. Again, here at the bottom, this is just a bit more info on the property, saying that it's got a little flat, it's pet friendly, it's got water tanks, and here again with photos on it. And then you've got the property overview, giving you the earth size, giving you the floor size, giving you what the rates and taxes are, etc. And down here you can filter around to see what other info regarding the rooms. So if actually giving you, saying how many rooms, how many is what filters they've put underneath it, so just give you more info of it. You've got external features, building, other features, and point of interest. And then bottom you've got a bond calculator again, and because I added the video, you'll get the video from YouTube again. And if you scroll further down, here you've got some last sold prices for that area, and you can see a lot of them were towards the end of 2024. And also looking at those prices, look at that prices that they've gone for, just showing where the market is for that area. Here you've got the contact for the agent. You can actually complete the form to send a message directly to the agent through Property24, or you can actually say show contact number and you can contact the agent directly. So let's scroll up again. I just want to show you all the right side tags here. So again, the contact agent, show contact number. Here you've got again the form to contact them. Below it you've got which agency the listing is from and who the agent is that are listing it. You can have more than one agent from an agency listing it as well. And then below here you've got actually the share function, if you want to share this listing to anyone or to your Facebook, etc. And then here you can actually print it out or download a brochure or report a listing if there's something wrong or something not as it should be. And then just to show you as well, just for on the blue here you can back to results, and then here it actually just shows you how to filter it down. So property for sale, Western Cape, George, Bergsig, and there's the listing number as well. So if you ever want to come back to a listing as well, you can always just take down that listing number, and then when you go to the search bar, so let's go back to bar. If I click that out, I can actually then put a web reference in here and it will take me directly to that property. So let's just go back again to this property. I just want to go down to the bond calculator. So here you go. Here you can put in the purchase price. If you've got any additional deposit you want to put down, the interest rate, and then the loan term as well. You can actually play around and toggle with it on what loan you want. And here it will actually then show you what the monthly repayment is, what the total once-off cost is, what the minimum gross income is, if you are looking to take a full bond out. Here you can go to view breakdowns. If we actually go to there, it just gives you a bit more in depth. So here it will actually give you a bit more of a breakdown of what everything is. You can actually view what the bond and transfer cost breakdown is as well. So here, bond registration, so that is if you are looking to do 100% bond, this is what the current breakdown of cost is, and it will actually give you an estimate of each line of what it is, what the actual bond registration cost is, what the bank initiation fee is, what the deed office levy is, and also the purchase pennies which they add on for all the paperwork. Again, property transfer cost breakdown, here you've got that. So here you have to have a look at just these figures quickly. So here you've got the property transfer cost, you've got the deed office levy again, and here you've got transfer duty. So for properties where it's not, where you're not going to be paying any transfer duty, you're actually not going to be paying anything there. You actually, if it shows no transfer duty, you're not going to be paying that, so you're not going to be paying that on the property. So that's going to bring that cost down quite a lot as well. And again, just postage petties and other application fees just at the bottom. So that just gives you a bit of a breakdown. So it's not 100% accurate. It does differ from one attorney to the next, but it is quite close to where the actual cost is. Here you can, and on top on the calculators, you can actually say bond repayment. You can actually calculate that out for you guys to work out what the bond is. Your affordability, if you're actually saying, okay, this is my gross income, this is my net income, this is my monthly expenses, this is the interest rate that I think I might be getting, and the loan term is 20 as well. You can recalculate it. And regarding the interest rate, guys, just remember the bank actually determines it according to your credit score and also how big of a risk they see your profile to them. So don't think because I'm doing good, I might actually get a prime less 1%. Your profile has to be very good in circumstances to get a prime less deal. But if your credit score is great and you look after it, you might actually get a very good rate. Then again, you've got the additional payments, and you can work out if you've already got a certain bond and you make additional payments, once-off payments or monthly payments, or how it will actually influence your bond and how much you will actually save over time as well. So for those who currently have a bond and you just want to calculate, you've got some extra money, a bonus at the end of the year, which you want to maybe pay into your bond and reduce your mortgage bond, your repayments every month, you can here actually get a rough estimate of what the difference will be if you do that, and in the long run how much it will actually save you. So here again, you've got bond and transfer costs. So if you put it in the purchase price, the loan amount, it will help you calculate all that cost and also give you the in-depth look at the costs. So going down to advice as well, guys, here you can play around. There are quite a few articles that you can read through and go through and have a look at what advice I'm giving, what's happening currently in the market. The only other thing I actually want to quickly show you guys, and I know there is quite a lot that we can do on it, but I actually just want to go to buy, and I actually will want to let's go to sold prices. Let's take Somerset just for instance. So here we've got we can actually go to the Stalin estate just to show you guys. So currently showing no results. Let's see, sorry, let's go one back. Fairhaven Country Estate. So let's just take the first street there. So here, just to show you guys as a reference, here's currently showing you all the properties that are houses or flats, showing you what was sold in the last what it was last sold for the properties, when it was last sold. Some don't show a price. That is because it's either a just a transfer of ownership, or it's from somebody that has passed away and given over to a family member. So sometimes you might find that, or it might just be that the info is not just pulling through from a deeds office. But the rest here you can actually see, you can actually buy the reports on that property. It actually gives you quite a bit of info. Here you can see as well buy street reports for that specific street, and it will actually give you all the info on the area of what was sold, what was the last few sales, what was the pricing, etc. And you can actually play around with that. So if you want some more info as well on the property, you can actually play around here and actually buy reports, which will give you a bit more in-depth info as well. So guys, that's it for today. We will do another video on some of the other areas of the Property24 portal in a future video, but I think that's it for today. So I hope you guys actually found this interesting and helpful. So if there's anything specific that you guys want to find out more about the Property24 portal, please leave a comment below in the comment section, and we will gladly look at it to incorporate it into our next video, or just respond to your message as well, to your comment with any answers to that. And also, if you found this quite helpful, please give it a like on the video. And remember to subscribe to the channel as well, so that you are up to date with any new videos that do come on. Hope you have it, guys. Have a great day. Cheers. Bye bye.